We're looking for our children, and they're looking for the people that they lived with.
The Mohawk Mothers are renewing calls for an archaeological dig here at the SAQ's Montreal Distribution Centre. The provincial Crown Corporation responsible for alcohol sales halted its excavation work, part of an expansion project, after the Mohawk Mothers and the Committee of Duplessis Orphans, Victims of Abuse, said remains of Indigenous and non-Indigenous children could be buried here.
I need to assist these gentlemen and all the rest of the survivors of the Duplessis orphans, and this ground needs to speak. So the people, anybody that we can reach out to that can have a hand in making or facilitating this investigation to happen, it would be greatly appreciated.
The site in Mercier, Hochelaga, Maisonneuve was used as an informal cemetery and a pigsty for the Saint Jean de Dieu asylum until the first half of the 20th century. The Duplessis orphans were often sent there. They were several thousand children wrongly certified as mentally ill by the Quebec government and put into psychiatric institutions in the 1940s and 50s and sometimes experimented on. Many, like survivor Hervé Bertrand, suffered physical and sexual abuse in the church-run orphanages. In 1959, after an intense violation, I found myself at the Saint Jean de Dieu. One day, one of my friends was moving stretchers and was bringing children to the pigsty there. I was supposed to be there in the hole. A good Samaritan saved me. Official exhumation for the more than 2,000 bodies buried there took place at the end of the 60s before it became property of the SAQ.
However, in 1999, there was a massive expansion project that was led by François Legault, who was then a minister, which resulted in finding more human remains. Contractors who found numerous human remains. Perhaps back in the 90s and the 70s, there were no ground-penetrating radar and the technology that allowed to determine the exact extent of a cemetery. Back then, it didn't exist. So now it's a simple request to use these means to respect these human remains that may still be here.
The Mohawk Mothers want oversight into the possible investigation.
Have cultural monitors present on scene, and to have our own archaeologists oversee everything.
The SAQ tells City News that they are developing an action plan, that it's still too early to decide on the continuation of the work. They say in a statement, "One thing is certain, we want to do things well."
We need to be involved in doing this and make it come out right and have some closure for these gentlemen.
In Montreal, Alyssia Rubertucci, City News.